Hey guys, happy week 2 of remote learning. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. The first assignment for the week is to continue with section 2 of the Burnett reading. Based on your feedback on that Google survey we sent out on Friday, we know that this was not the favorite activity that we posted during last week for world history. So we thought we'd give it a little bit of a different spin where we're going to read it to you and help you find the answers, hopefully to make it a little bit more easier and a bit more like what we would traditionally do in class. So I just wanted to say hey, and I'm going to turn off the webcam. And at the end, I will let you know which questions to complete with this specific section that I'm reading. So at the end, I'll say goodbye, but hope this helps. Enjoy. Section 2 reading, factory work. As coal and iron continue to pour into the factories and finished goods rapidly streamed out to the international market, factory managers increasingly try to improve production by better management of their workers and resources. Factories proved to be the only buildings large enough to house both the massive steam engine machines and the large numbers of workers needed to mass produce goods. Often, the factory owners even built nearby tenements, the mother of today's apartment slums, so their workers could roll out of bed, stagger to the factory, and work from 6 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Workers now became slaves to the clock, clocking in as they started to work the newly created 6-day work week of Monday through Saturday. Many workers had a hard time getting used to working on Mondays, since many of them over-celebrated on Sundays after church, and many a Monday was spent nursing a hangover prior to the Industrial Revolution. Mondays were still the most commonly missed workday in the factories. To make the factories even more efficient, the factory managers began to divide the labor so that each hand specialized in a task he would repeat thousands of times, day in and day out. This specialization of labor turned work into a mind-numbing experience where a person would spend 14 hours a day repeating the same exact task over and over and over and over and over and over and over. You get the idea. But factory owners did not care about their workers' happiness. These factories were producing goods hundreds of times faster at 1/100th of the cost. And guess who was benefiting the most from this new industrial revolution? Hint, it wasn't the workers. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at what city life was like. So here's the start to city life during the Industrial Revolution. So unfortunately, the new industrial cities presented their new working class with many challenges. There was overcrowding as hundreds of families lived side by side in the squalor of the tenement buildings. Many of these tenements only had a couple of windows per floor, one bathroom that was shared by a dozen families, and no running water. Chamber pots of feces and urine, was so disgusting, were merely dumped out into the street, and hygiene hit all-time lows, as many would not bathe for months, if not years, with thousands of strangers hacking phlegm on each other, living in each other's filth and excrement, that's human waste, and eating in the same bacteria-infested living quarters. Diseases like cholera, typhoid, and tuberculosis found the optimal environment to spread to thousands. In the 1840s and 1850s, these three diseases accounted for over a third of all deaths in major cities. And until the governments could find a way to separate the drinking water from the human waste, these numbers continued to climb. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to pause the video. I'm actually going to create a second video, but you can use what we just read to answer questions 11 through 13. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Good luck.